Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back. I want to express my gratitude to everyone who's chosen to join, uh, either for this live stream broadcast or is watching it afterwards. Um, Thank you. I'm grateful for your support as I refine this work for myself, and I hope you can find gratitude um, and extend it to yourself for this rather unusual for our culture step, certainly untimely um, act of choosing to be with yourself for a comparatively long period of time. You deserve it. I hope you know that. All right, now let's dive right in. Um, I I spent too much time on announcements the last couple times, so let's just get started. Please take a moment to become in touch with your body, see what is shouting at you most. Uh, Try and find your alignment, find your your knees below your hips in whatever sitting posture you're in. Try and find symmetry, even if you're sitting in an asymmetrical, cross-legged position. Try and find some sense of equality, equanimity, levelness in your hips. Try and bring your shoulder blades back, your chest forward, your shoulders over your hips, your ears in line with your shoulders, your back of your neck long, looking slightly down. Take a breath or two here. Check back in with the body. See if there's anything that is loudly or urgently trying to attract your attention. Whether it be something about your posture or something about your environment. You want to, and take a moment to deal with that. If you need to close a window or remove a layer or add a layer to be comfortable, if you need to change your posture, you need to run to the bathroom, do any and all of those things. Now is a perfect time for that. Now is always the perfect time for that. And once you've dealt with those urgent, overt messages from your body, come back to your posture for a moment. Find that balance, find symmetry where possible, and accept the elegance of asymmetry where symmetry is not possible. I invite you to close your eyes or to at least halfway close your eyes, to let your gaze go soft, to relinquish control of the seeing world, of the visual world around you. Even if you don't close your eyes, can you still get the same information with your eyes open as with your eyes closed? And you just passively let photons enter your eye and not act on them or judge them or compare them. Now let's take a very long and intentional deep breath in. Hold it for a moment or two if you can, and let it out. We'll do that 2 more times in your own pace, in your own timing. And focus on the sensations of breathing that you feel. Your ribs moving, your back moving, your clothes shifting around yourself. Sensation of breath in your sinuses or on your face. And consciously let out that third breath if you haven't done so already, or do so at your own pace. Now for a moment, let's offer control of the breath back to your body, back to your nervous system. This thing that controls our breath for most of the day, most of the time. It really is a funny phenomena, this thing that we can either take control of or relinquish control of. It's still extraordinarily challenging for me to watch the breath and not control the breath. Could be a practice for a lifetime for me. Maybe you're well past that already. It's all okay. And just for now, settling on one aspect of the breath that is easy for you. Some physical or sensorial, somatic is the word, aspect of your breath. Bring it into your gentle field of focus. Let your focus drift to it, the way the clouds drift over the landscape. Lightly, gently, caringly. Bring your attention and your focus and your inward gaze to that aspect. And hold it there for this in-breath and for this out-breath. You may find in your environment that there are distractions, sounds around you, sounds from outside, sounds in your dwelling or your space right now. Sounds that you have no control over. Sounds that awaken part of your mind that identifies and contextualizes, judges and compares. And just in that moment, greet that momentary distraction from our focus with gratitude. This may sound counterintuitive, but try not to judge the judging. Embrace that part of your awareness as being here. Thank it for trying to help. And then, with grace and compassion, release your grip of your feelings about that sensation. Let it go like something you are gripping tightly. Relax your grip. Release that thought. Let it be there. Don't shun it. Know that it's welcome in this time because it's here. And just while acknowledging that it's here, use your will and your intention to delicately bring your focus of attention back to your breath again. Just start over. Another form of distraction that we might find entering our space, our field of awareness, is that of thoughts. Thoughts about the past, even moments ago. Thoughts about the future. Thoughts about what you'd rather be doing at this very moment. The thoughts may be seductive, persuasive. They may be hard or strong or loud. For me, the thoughts frequently take the form of a voice, my voice. Sort of this announcer or commentator or narrator. And just choosing to view these thoughts in their myriad forms and ways. As phenomena, as discrete things in space, things that are happening to us, in the same way that the sounds that may be distracting us are happening to us. Letting go of those thoughts, letting go of that narrative. Choosing to acknowledge that my thoughts are not the totality of me. That they are happening to me. Like the breath might be happening to me. And finding compassion for those thoughts. Perhaps widening our attention briefly to find compassion for the part of ourself that thinks those thoughts. The part of ourself that becomes aware that we're thinking those thoughts. And gently, for this moment, holding all of that in our awareness. Recognizing its presence. And then, like a dandelion in the breeze, letting them go. Letting them float away if that is in their nature. Letting them be present in our field of awareness, or in our stage of consciousness. And just turning our attention, our focus, back to our chosen area of concentration. And letting it lightly land there, like a butterfly. Just this inhalation. Just this exhalation. Just what is happening right now. You may be finding yourself easily or rapidly having your focus pulled away from your chosen aspect of the breath. That commentator, that structure, that helps us with so much of our day. Or songs maybe stuck in our head, or thoughts in loops. Something that helps me let go of that and return my focus to the breath is to imagine a stereo receiver, or if you're in the business, a sound console. And these voices, these thoughts, these songs being played back to us through this device, through this thing that is, there is space between our attention and this object. Visualizing, reaching out and turning down the volume knob on that receiver, or pulling those faders down on that sound console. And knowing as you do that the device is still there. And that those voices, in a real sense, those inputs, those phenomena are still there. But just choosing gently to let them be less obvious, less evident, less attention grabbing. To just move our gaze, our perception, once again, back to the breath. Now we've been sitting for at least 20 minutes. I confess I didn't pay attention to when exactly we started. And I also didn't grab my bell, my singing bowl. So for the next 5 minutes, we will sit in silence, just letting yourself be distracted. When you notice you are, bringing your focus back to the breath. For this next 5 minutes of silence, I will be watching the clock. And without a big loud bell, I will bring us out at the end with 1 minute till 2 o'clock. Just sitting in silence. We've all been sitting for 5 minutes in silence. Please, now in this moment, slowly and gradually open your eyes if you have not done so already. Come back for a moment to an active breathing. Just inhale and exhale once deeply, sort of to bring you back to the outside world, the world of distractions. And if you like, perhaps stretch your arms up, allowing your breath to enter the sides of your body, your side ribs. If you have the space, maybe bending and rounding forward to give your lower back some space to allow it to stretch after it's been held in this posture for so long. And that's our time for today. I look forward to possibly seeing you next week. Thank you for your time. Please give yourself thanks for taking this time out of the day. Namaste.